Hello, I'm Rama Devi. I'll be discussing about the structure and function of heart in brief. Okay, so before we start discussing about the structure and functions of heart, we need to know these terms because these are the keywords or the key terms that we'll be using in the description. So if you are able to make few sentences joining these jumbled words, like for example, heart is a muscular organ which pumps blood to different parts of the body, and the blood that it pumps might be oxygenated and deoxygenated. That means one side of the heart takes deoxygenated blood and sends it to the lungs, get it oxygenated, and then send the oxygenated blood. So the blood through the heart flows through the blood vessels and goes to the different body parts. So basically, there's a unique feature of circulation in mammals, especially, which is double circulation. So, what is double circulation? The term means heart is, I mean, the blood is passing through heart twice because the heart is separated into, like you can divide through a septum into right half and left half. So what it does is it takes the deoxygenated blood to all from all body parts and sends it to the lungs, and the lungs oxygenate it, and again the oxygenated blood moves from lungs to the left part of the heart, and to that it moves to the all body parts. So you can see here, blood is passing through heart twice. So we call this as double circulatory system. So the oxygenating organs or the respiratory organs, as we know, they are the lungs. So this is a circuit because it is moving. It means the blood takes the blood, the heart takes the blood, which is the deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body, and then sends it to the lungs. So this is what we can see here. And in this picture, you can see two colors. It doesn't mean that we have blue color blood in the body. In the pictures, we use only these colors to differentiate between deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood. So the deoxygenated blood is always shown in the blue color, which means it is not having oxygen, it is having more of carbon dioxide, whereas oxygenated blood has more of oxygen. So because we exchange the gases, that is oxygen gets into the body and carbon dioxide goes out of the body, so this is how the gases are exchanged. So this is what gives an idea about double circulatory system. Now let's look at the different parts of the heart. This is external features. This picture shows you the external features of the heart. So in this picture, you are able to see the blood vessels and the chambers and also the valves. So these three are very important. As I said, heart is divided into right half and left half. So the right half is taking the deoxygenated blood. Now let's see all the blood vessels attached. The right side, here it is superior vena cava. Superior means upper part of the body. Vena cava is a kind of vein because we have two types of blood vessels, arteries and veins. Veins carry deoxygenated blood and veins carry blood towards the heart. So vena cava is a type of vein, and this is a superior vena cava, which means it collects the deoxygenated blood from all parts, mainly upper parts of the body. Just like superior vena cava, you have inferior vena cava. Inferior because it carries the deoxygenated blood from lower parts of the body. And this is again The same vena cava here, it is called superior and it is called inferior. So in vena cava is a vein, a type of vein. Then we have pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. So pulmonary refers to lungs. So we have right pulmonary artery, left pulmonary artery because we have two sides of the heart. Similarly, we have right pulmonary vein and left pulmonary vein. So generally veins always carry deoxygenated blood and arteries carry oxygenated blood. But there's an exception here. Okay, so when we will discuss the proper circulation, when we look at the complete circulation, then we can understand. Here, I'm only giving the meaning of the terms or different parts that are attached here. This is called right atrium. Atrium is also called auricle. So this is the upper chamber of the heart and towards the right side. So this is right atrium. It moves to the right ventricle. So we have upper chambers of the heart are called auricle and lower chambers of the heart are called ventricles. Auricle is also known as atrium. So now this complete right side, we have right auricle, right ventricle. In the similar way, we have left auricle and left ventricle. So, which is called left atrium and left ventricle. Then, what are the other blood vessels? Aorta is an artery. This is the largest artery because you can see here it is distributing blood to different parts of the body. So, this is called aorta. So, these are the four basic blood vessels attached: pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein, then aorta, inferior and superior vena cava. So these are the simple questions. What is the heart and what does it do? It's a muscular organ, it pumps blood. Where does the oxygenated blood get pumped to? Because it is oxygenated blood, that means it is rich with oxygen. All the body parts need oxygenated blood. So the heart pumps blood to all the body parts. Where does the deoxygenated blood get pumped to? So when the heart is receiving deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body, it sends it to the lungs so that it gets oxygenated again. And what is a pacemaker? Pacemaker, in the first slide, if you see, the main function of heart is to it pumps the blood, and this pumping actually we call it as a heartbeat. So the contraction and relaxation of the heart muscle, we call it as one heartbeat, and that heartbeat arises at a particular area in the heart, which we call as pacemaker. And this heartbeat actually originates in the form of electrical signal. So the pacemaker of the heart, what is pacemaker? It's the place where electrical signals are sent to the muscles of the heart so that they contract and relax. When they contract, they release the blood, and when they relax, they are filled with the blood. So we use two terms for this also, contraction and relaxation, which we call diastole and systole. So diastole is the relaxation and systole is the contraction. So if you are asked to put all this in correct order, place in the correct order, it then goes to the left ventricle, the blood goes first, deoxygenated blood goes into the right atrium via the vena cava. There's a clue here. This is the first uh, sequence, the first point of the distribution. So, how it starts initially, deoxygenated blood goes into the right atrium, and the blood vessel that takes the deoxygenated blood to the right side of the heart is the vena cava. So, from right side, it goes to As I said, first it moves to auricle and then it moves to ventricle. So we have right auricle and we have right ventricle. We also have left auricle and left ventricle. So the blood is moving like this. It goes to lungs. From lungs, it comes to left auricle, left ventricle, and goes to body parts. So now from left auricle to right ventricle. So vena cava, because it is taking the deoxygenated blood. So from the right ventricle, the blood then pumps out of the heart to the lungs. So from the vena cava, so this is the first sentence. Then it goes to right ventricle. Then from right ventricle, it goes to the lungs. From the lungs, it gets oxygenated. So, what is the blood vessel that carries it? The oxygenated blood from the lungs goes into left atrium via the pulmonary vein. So there's an exception, as I said in the very beginning, all veins carry deoxygenated blood, but this is an exception. This is the only vein that carries oxygenated blood, which carries the oxygenated blood from lungs to the left auricle. From the left auricle, it moves to left ventricle, and then it is distributed to all body parts. So this is how circulation of heart takes place. Thank you.